Welcome back to another Wednesday on the Pagan Perspective. I am your Wednesday host, Yucca, and this week we are talking about one of three, or possibly all three, topics. And I will actually just be covering one of them, and that is kitchen witchery. And stay tuned at the end, I have a little bit of a personal / pagan announcement. So let's go ahead and get in. Our question is very general. It was just, I would love to understand more about Druidism, moon magic, and kitchen witchery. And that is from Wild Child Vlogs. So I love the idea and the practice of kitchen witchery. And like a lot of things in paganism, you're going to find somewhat different definitions depending on who you ask. But my understanding of it is that it is bringing ritual, it is bringing what some people call magic into the kitchen and using the things that we are doing anyways in our life, that mundane, bringing the magical and recognizing that unity that there is, that connection between those things. So in kitchen witchery, people can empower themselves with the little things, with the making a cup of tea, with preparing a meal. And it's somewhere where often that's where the family gathers, that's where the friends gather when they're in your home visiting. That's where we return to every single day over and over again. And it really is the heart of the home in so many ways. So the thing that is so exciting to me about that idea is how empowering it is to the individual and how personal it is. So of course you could go online and look up, specific tea recipes or, the spell that you put a drop of this and that. But it doesn't have to be that way. I suspect that a lot more meaning might come from it if it were to be something a little bit more organic and natural that comes out of just the everyday life of whoever's doing it and just adding that intention in. So it's something that I do a lot in my life. One of my most important rituals is my morning coffee, which I'm about to actually go on a caffeine break. I'm starting that tomorrow morning, so I'm not super excited about that, but I will replace it with something else. I'll have some peppermint tea or something like that in the morning. But that act every single morning, going to the kitchen, turning the kettle on, getting the hot water, pouring it into the cup, and thinking about, as I sip it, the day to come and my intentions, and having that as a grounding moment, having that as an intention setting moment is a really powerful thing in my life. And that's a bit of kitchen witchery. And the food, I think, is a major way that humans interact with the rest of our environment, which we are very much a part of, but we forget. But you can't get away from the huge impact that agriculture and our food choices has on everything, the entire biosphere. So making really conscious choices around that to try and avoid as much monoculture types of crops as I can. That's also really meaningful. And thinking about creating balanced meals that are going to have the things that I or my children or my partner need to be eating to help us help our bodies, which of course completely influences how we feel and how we are experiencing the world. So that's another thing that I really like about kitchen witchery, just kind of talking through this with you, is that recognition of the connection between what we often talk about as the spiritual and the body, and we like to separate these out into two different categories, but they really aren't. I don't think they're really different. I think that they are the same. They're part of the same whole, and sometimes it can be helpful to think about them as separate, but in the kitchen, they really aren't. So I think that is what I wanted to add about kitchen witchery here. I think it's a fantastic and empowering practice for people. And to finish up this week, the news that I wanted to let you know, I think I told you guys about this at the very beginning of the year, but the podcast that I am doing with Mark Green from Atheopaganism has gone live. So that our first episode came out this Monday. You can expect a new episode every Monday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern, for the foreseeable future. It is called The Wonder, Science-Based Paganism, and we are beyond excited. We have a list of episodes already ready to go, and we'll be doing new recordings on a regular basis. So I will drop the link in the description for you if you're interested in checking that out. It's something that we're really excited about and happy to share. So I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I would love to know in the comments if kitchen witchery is something that you're interested in, if it's something you have experience with. What are your thoughts? So let us know, and until next week, take care.